Alright, you guys, I want to talk about something that I hear often from a lot of entrepreneurs that I feel like flies over a lot of our heads. And I think that if we just implemented this and internalized it, that a lot of us would be so much better off. And that is the phrase, "It isn't easy, but it is simple." Let me say that again. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Now, this phrase can apply to so many things in life, right? This phrase can apply to business if you want to get into business. This phrase can apply to working out, right? If you want to get into working out, it can apply to getting girls. If you want to get girls, it can apply to cold approaching. If you want to just be more outgoing and get more charismatic, right? It isn't easy, but it is simple. And the main premise of this idea is that a lot of times we as young people especially, we overthink just what is needed to accomplish the goals that we're trying to accomplish, right? It isn't easy, but it is simple. So let me give an example. If I want to become a YouTuber, right? The obvious advice that you'll hear everybody say is what? Be consistent. Be consistent, right? The problem with that is it's very, very simple, but it isn't easy. And a lot of people will hear that and not really internalize it, right? Be consistent. What does that mean? That may mean post 100 videos. Post every single day for 100 days straight. Now, it's a very simple concept to grasp. It's a very simple concept to internalize. But at the same time, it's not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to really sit down and turn that camera on, press record, talk to that camera and record 100 times every single day. You know what I'm saying? Day in, day out, day in, day out. It's a very simple process to understand. Hey, if I record these 100 videos, I will see progress. It's damn near a given. I can't guarantee specific numbers, but I can guarantee that you will see real growth, real sustainable growth. It isn't easy, but it is simple. Another example. If you want to get better at talking to girls, right? Let's go with the cold approach example. You tell yourself you may need to go out and every single girl that you see, give them a compliment, right? It's a very simple concept, right? If you go out and every single girl you see, you give her a compliment for the next 30 days straight. 30 days straight, every single girl you see, whether she's beautiful, whether she's not that attractive to you, whether she's big, tall, small, fat, short, ugly, pretty, whatever. Every single girl that you see, you go out and you give them a compliment. At the end of those 30 days, you will be a lot more comfortable talking to girls. You'll be a lot more charismatic. You'll be a lot more comfortable talking to strangers as well. It's a very simple concept. You go out, you do the inputs, right? It's extremely simple. We understand it, but it isn't easy. You have to stick to it for 30 days. You have to really, really get in that field and get the courage to talk to these women every single day, right? It isn't easy, but it is simple. I may say that 3,000 times in this video. All right, man, let's give another example. Working out. A lot of us want to build that dream physique. A lot of us have an image of how we want our body to look in our mind, right? And I'll be the first to tell you that I struggle with this one a lot, right? Because consistency in the gym has always been something I haven't done too well with. I'm working on it day in and day out, but it hasn't been something that I've been extremely, you know what I'm saying, good at keeping up with, right? If you want to build that body in the gym, you have two things that you need, right? It's very simple. Two things. You need to eat right, and you need to consistently go and move your body. You need to consistently lift weights or do calisthenics, or you need to go and consistently do cardio. I'm sorry, my screen is very bright. But yeah, it's extremely simple. Two things, and you will build that dream body, right? Say, go to the gym for however many sessions. Go to the gym for 6 months straight. Go to the gym for 6 months straight. Don't miss a day. Don't skip a single day. Eat healthy for 6 months straight. Don't miss a day. Don't skip a single day. Take a before picture of today and take an after picture 6 months from now. It's an extremely simple concept. We make it so much harder than we need to make it, right? You know, a lot of people think like, oh yeah, do this specific exercise, do this specific movement, do that. No, it's really more so about the consistency. As long as you're doing something relatively close to what you're supposed to be doing, the specifics of it don't really matter. It's an extremely simple concept, yet so many people can't master it, myself included, right? I always fall short because I end up going to the gym for a good 3 months, 4 months, and then I'll fall off. So like I have a decent physique, like I'm not mad at, you know what I'm saying, the body that I've built over the years, but I'm absolutely not where I should be. Why? Because it's an extremely simple concept, but it isn't easy to do in practice, right? I'll give another example, man. I'm just running through examples right now. There's a businessman that I watch, right? And I've referenced this story in a couple of my past videos. His name is Alex Hormozy. If y'all don't know who Alex Hormozy is, if you're not familiar, he's a $100 million man, him and his wife. They are really, really well versed in business, and they're known for helping other business people succeed, right? And he's really one of the most popular businessmen of today's time, right? So boom, with that being said, he gives this story a lot. When he was first starting in business, right? He was a gym owner. He owned a gym, and he was trying to advertise it, I'm guessing, and you know what I'm saying, get his gym off the ground, get new members in his gym. His mentor told him, like, hey, you should use this flyer method. You should print off some flyers, and you should go and pass them out. You should put them on a bunch of cards. You should leave them in mailboxes, bring them to people's houses, whatever. All right, cool. Alex was like, okay, that's a great idea. He prints off a bunch of flyers. He goes out, he puts them on cars, he puts them in mailboxes, he leaves them at doors. He's advertising his gym business, right? He does this for about a month or so, right? And he comes back to his mentor. He's like, man, this whole flyer thing, it isn't working, bro. Like I've gotten one call back out of all of the flyers that I've passed out, and the one callback was one person saying, oh yeah, you dinged my Mercedes. You put the flyer on my Mercedes. And I just hung up because I was scared, right? So this whole flyer thing isn't working for me. His mentor said, okay, how many flyers have you put out? Alex said, well, I put out 300. He said, how long has it been? He said, it's been a month or so, I'd say. And it's been about a month. His mentor said, oh, but you've put out 300 flyers in a month, and you're coming to tell me that it hasn't worked. He said, he laughed at him. I just stuttered, I'm sorry. He laughed at him. You guys can go find this story about Alex Hormozy if you want to, by the way. He laughed at him and he said, we don't even start testing until we get to 1,500. We test at 1,500 flyers daily. Every single day, we pass out 1,500, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. And then once we find one that works, we up it to 3,000 daily. 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. So that, he tells that story a lot because that just kind of put it in perspective to him. Just the sheer amount of volume that he was missing out on. Just the sheer amount of volume that he could have been doing. And he had realized he hadn't done as much work as he thought he had. I tell this story because I need y'all to understand that it's a very, very simple concept to understand. Yeah, you need to go and you need to pass out these flyers. You need to, you know what I'm saying, market your gym with these flyers. It isn't an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? He went into it thinking that he was doing a lot of work. He was doing so much work, and his business was going to soar after these 300 flyers in a month. Little did he know, 1,500 a day minimum was what he needed to do. It's extremely simple to grasp the concept of passing out flyers, but it's not easy at all. It's not easy in the slightest. I give these examples to say, man, whatever you're doing, you need to understand that it's probably not that you're not doing enough. It's probably not that you're not doing it right. It's just the fact that, like, it's not an easy thing to do. You need to readjust your mind state and say, like, hey, maybe I am doing this correctly. Maybe I am taking the right steps toward what I want to do. Maybe I am taking the right steps towards my goals. I just thought it was going to be a lot easier than it actually is. You know what I'm saying? I thought when I first personally started my YouTube channel that I was doing a lot of work. I thought, hey, like, I posted a video a week, and I'm thinking, like, yeah, this is pretty easy. It's a simple concept. My channel was growing decently well. And then I looked at the channels that really popped, right? They had thousands of videos uploaded, bro. I'm talking about after about a year or two, I had 60 videos uploaded. 60. And they were really quality videos to my standard. I loved them. But the amount of volume just wasn't there. It's an easy concept, but it isn't simple. I mean, it's a simple concept, but it isn't easy. Y'all get it, man. Y'all get it. My brain's getting jumbled up, man. Listen, man. The point is, you can do whatever you want to do, man. It's very simple to get to the next step of what you want to do. You just have to put that work in and actually do it day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, man. It isn't easy, but it is simple, man. I hope I made sense for y'all today, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna see you tomorrow.